I'm Jack McDermott.
You guys want an extra mic?
Oh, that would be great.
It's off right now. The button's right there.
Thanks. You can screw it a little bit.
Testing. Good.
I'm Jack McDermott, co-founder and CEO of Nifty Comedians, the original comedy NFT marketplace.
I'm Katy Kinsey. I'm the design lead and co-founder of Nifty Comedians. Are the slides on? So, what is Nifty Comedians? We are the original comedy NFT platform marketplace. What can you do on our platform? If you're a comedian, you can mint and sell your stand-up on the blockchain, all of your clips, your comedy clips, and sell them as NFTs. If you're a comedy fan, what can you do? You can discover new comedy. You can gain exclusive access and benefits to the comedians that you support. Our mission is to empower comedians to take back the value of the comedy they create while helping comedy fans benefit from their fandom. A lot is at stake for comedians. With increased COVID risk due to Omicron, they're not able to make the most of their money on the road. And for some small and even mid-level comics, that could be the difference between them staying in business or selling out or getting out. Kyle Kinane, a comedian with nearly 75,000 followers on Instagram and 350,000 likes on TikTok, tweeted that streaming revenue for his entire catalog amounts to about $2,000 a month, based on 180,000 streams. That's only 1 cent per stream. With that, we're going to play a famous comedy stream that demonstrates it's actually been happening for over 50 years. George Carlin's 7 words you can never say on television.
Sometimes, well, hell yeah. Sometimes it's okay, but not all the time. And they're the only words that seem to have that restriction. I mean, there are a lot of words you can say whenever you want, you know. Pneumonia! Nobody gives you a lot of... All right.
Is the volume on or no? No worries at all.
Yeah.
No worries at all.
So a synopsis of this clip. In 1972, George Carlin recorded the comedy routine, 7 words you can never say on television, and was owed royalties from it. However, George and his estate never got paid a cent, or in the case of streaming, a fraction of a cent, from the hundreds of millions of past and ongoing streams and broadcasts occurring around the globe of his comedy recordings. Sadly, this is the case with most of the world's other comedians. Over 4,000 comedic sound recordings across 400 albums who were owed royalties never got paid. With the traditional system making money off the recordings from streams around the world, platforms keep all the revenue without paying comedians royalties. None of the comedians that helped build comedy virality on these major platforms were allowed to capture that value from it. In fact, there are over 1 trillion streams and over 1 billion in royalties that should have been generated and paid to comedians from traditional streaming platforms. Enter Nifty Comedians. Nifty Comedians is empowering comedians to take back the value of the comedy they create. With that, we'll let Jack take it away.
Thanks, Katie. Today we've onboarded over 30 comedians. And through our initial NFT sales, we've already achieved payout 70 times that of traditional streaming platforms. We built for the long term with an open platform that builds for mass adoption, that feels like traditional comedy streaming platforms, but actually lets comedians take back the value of their work and allows comedy fans to benefit from their fandom. When somebody asks me what an NFT is, any NFT, I tell them it's a creative work signed cryptographically by the creator. With art NFTs, they're autographed by the artist. Same with music NFTs by the musician. With comedians, they're cryptographically signed by the comedians. Imagine a signed comedy album, or your picture on the Comedy Wall of Fame, but instead of comedy clubs or places where people are going to less and less because of COVID in a more remote world, It's actually people where people actually live. Your family and friends, your whole social network online. With that, I want you to go to niftycommunities.io and check out our marketplace. Let me be clear. Let me actually exit out of this PowerPoint and show you our updated landing page. We're planning on dropping today. So on our landing page, we lay out the primary value propositions of NFTs, of common NFTs. Your comedy NFT acts as a comedy collectible that is signed by your favorite comedian. Through common NFTs, you will show what type of humor right in your wallet and your connection to comedians. Whether that be dark, relatable, politically incorrect, or punny, your Comedy Wall of Fame will showcase your types of humor and your connections to famous or soon-to-be famous comedians. The cryptographically autographed your collected comedy works. It's also your backstage pass to private comedy shows, customized roasting sessions, and other comedy experiences. We started doing Discord shows, private shows on Discord video, but next week, we partnered with a metaverse company, a comedy club metaverse company, that is partnered with Oculus. We're actually putting out 6 comedians next week in a metaverse that's having 80,000 people come to it every day on AR and VR. Your third proposition, signal to the world that you support comedians and want them to take back the value of the comedy they create, while empowering fans to benefit from their fandom. Think about most people outside this room, how they think of NFTs. Most people, a lot of other people, traditional people, they're not in crypto. They think of NFTs as a scam, as bad for the environment, which we're actually on a carbon neutral blockchain, or Polygon, which is a very, very low carbon blockchain. And they think it's a cash grab. Flip the script by saying you support comedians in your wallet and in your open platform. You're actually signaling to the online world. People can interact with their friends and family and support comedians with the value of their work.
We're just checking the connection really quickly. But if you're following along with us, you can still go to our website at Nifty Comedians.
Let me, let's see. I was going to go update the landing page. Let's see.
Yeah, we don't know if it's our laptop or the...
It looks like it's still connected on Wi-Fi.
Yeah, it might be the HDMI cord.
There we go.
Back on.
So this is our value propositions of comedy NFTs. And onboarding comedians is actually the easiest part of my job, because I let them know that we're the only truly independent comedian platform, whether that be Web 3 or Web 2. Think about that. Through NFT sales on our platforms, comedians take back the lion's shares of the revenue. With that, we were going to play some comedy clips from our marketplace. Since the sound's on, I don't think we can do that, but I'll show you right now just a couple of our clips that have sold. This one has sold, a Polygon NFT by one of our comedians, Chanel Ali. The person that bought this was immediately retweeted by Chanel, who has about, I think, around between 20,000 and 50,000 Instagram followers. Brought into our community, into this Discord. Actually, one of the biggest Polygon NFT collectors, Zach Kinney, and is now part of our community. This NFT, Aaron Weaver, technology. He's at the Laugh Factory, and you'll notice about this NFT, it's not just the transactional buy, sell, what's the floor, what's the transaction history, I want to get in and get out. It just feels like a YouTube, it feels like a comedy streaming platform where you play the clip, you collect, you sort of show your cryptographic signature, and you actually connect to people online, like you would with subscribers, like you would with followers that we're adding, a lot of different sort of social features. So it's sort of your cryptographic signature validates all of that, on this sort of social network that you have with comedians, access to comedians and other comedy fans?
I'd make a note on some of the feedback we've actually gotten from our collectors who've collected the NFTs that Jack is showing us. We have gotten feedback that some of our customers' first NFTs ever have been our NFTs. So that's really, really big milestone to hit. That means we're onboarding first-time crypto users to the crypto space. And that is what we're all doing with all of our projects. We're in comedy, which is a subtype of NFTs that wasn't as popular last year. And we're all moving into a realm where we're expanding our audience and we're able to do comedy, music, all different types of NFTs. So that's important user feedback to track and take a look at.
That's great feedback. And in addition to the metaverse, huge metaverse shows we're doing next week, we have another announcement to drop at the, sort of the end of this talk, is that we've officially verified, partnered with New York Stand Up New York, which is an iconic Upper West Side New York City comedy club that has hosted Jerry Seinfeld, Chris Rock, Amy Schumer, huge iconic content. We're meeting with them this week to set up the NFC store on Nifty Comedians, and the future is bright for our metaverse shows, for our comedy collective works on our marketplace, and us as a company. And I want to leave you with this. Nifty Comedians shows that comedians should not only get paid for the value of their jokes, but also earn royalties for their comedy as their comedy content that goes viral. And thanks to comedy and NFTs, we make that possible. Thank you, and we'll be right outside if you guys have any questions.
Thank you. If you meet us in the hallway, we have a business card. If you want to join our Discord or find any of our social info, just come talk to us.
Yeah, and go to niftycomedians.io, check out all of our comedy NFTs, about 25% of which have sold out. There's plenty left, and join our community. Thank you.
Thank you.